Let know what's going on. Welcome to the chat. Bula, welcome to the chat. If you're with us on Twitch, welcome in. If you're here for the first time, welcome for the first time. If you're back, welcome back. If you're on Instagram, come hang out with us on Twitch. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to music, giving feedback. As a community. Toby, we're going to put you right to the top, my dude. This is the songs we found on Twitch playlist right now, which is where you will get added if you send us something that's on Spotify and we like what we hear. So if you are in the chat and you need to submit your music, hit Command Submit to submit. Hit Command Skip to figure out how to skip the queue. There is a paid skip line, which will guarantee that you'll get played on stream today. But it is not a must. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will bump somebody up at random from the submission form. And hopefully that last 30 minutes of the stream today will be dedicated to the people who are in the chat hanging out with us too. So, get your music in. I fucking love this song, guys. I have to be honest. This was like, we heard this song on stream one day, and it was just so different than every other song that we heard on stream. It's called Jelly Legs. It's by a band called Madam Claude. I think they're from the UK. Super early on, but really dope. I'll fill this out so you guys will see what it is very shortly. 2 years, Peyton, has definitely flown by. I think the older that I get, the more time just slips away. You know what I mean? Time just keeps drifting away quicker and quicker. It feels like it's speeding up almost. And I remember when I was like 12 years old, it just felt like everything took forever. And I don't know what this shit is fucked up. I don't like it. I wish time would slow down a little bit, if I'm being honest. Brave the Storm says perfect Halloween music. Yeah, definitely very like spooky vibes to this one. It also reminded me of the band Madness, which is like a ska band from like the 80s, early 90s from the UK. They play on the radio in the UK all the time. And I think that was like the first thing that this really reminded me of when we heard it. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. We're live right now, twitch.tv/KayvanMD. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to music, giving feedback as a community. Just waiting for some more of the community members to get in here, and then we'll get started. We do have 2 priority subscriber submissions in the queue right now. So if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or get to sub. That'll get you bumped into that priority queue marked in orange. But if you don't want to spend bread, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will bump somebody up at random from the submission forms. So submit your music anyway, even if you don't want to subscribe or get to sub. Though if you do want to guarantee that you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or get to sub. Or if you want to donate through PayPal, you can as well. These are the songs we didn't get to last stream. So as you can see, it's like 20, 30 songs we won't get to this stream, right? We do get through about 30 to 40 songs every stream, which is great. We try and make good time through the songs too, right? But if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream, the best thing you can do is subscribe or give to sub. That is a guarantee that we'll play a song before the end of the stream, I promise, okay? Otherwise, I can't promise we'll get to you, but we will have random free bumps throughout the stream, and then hopefully a section towards the end of the stream that is just for people who are in the chat hanging out with us. So you can hang out with us if you want. That's one option. You can spend money if you want. That's one option if you just want to get played earlier and you have to get played. Or you can just wait till the end. Free bump section. We might get to you. We might not, but we'll try and get through as many songs as possible. It will be more of a rapid fire listen, so we'll listen to about 60 seconds of the song, but we'll try and give feedback still. We'll try and look at the socials and go follow if you fuck with what we hear. And I have playlisted a lot of songs from that section too, so just know there is options in here. If the stream is laggy for you, you may have to refresh. Sometimes Twitch can be a bit laggy. That is what it is. If my mic is fucked up, please let me know. And that's it. Before we get into it, a couple things before we get started. Gonna do some shirt printing. That is totally fine, bro. Though if I summon you, I might need your help because it's probably just a banning more than anything else. We might need to hit a ban hammer at some point. So if we do, I will summon Bula from the cave in which he's printing t-shirts. He will come back with his ban hammer and smite you. And that's just how it works. Before we get started, a couple things, guys. One, if you do not follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram, go do that. Lots of free opportunities in there for you guys to submit your music for playlists. Lots of notifications, lots of content that we're making to try and support the people in the community as well. So, this just opened today, the guest list. This is our guest curated playlist. This month, our guest curators are the team over at Private Stock, which if you are in Chicago, you know who they are. If you're not in Chicago, then make sure you tap the fuck in. These guys have recorded Saba, Juice WRLD, Mixed and Mastered for Chance, like FBG Duck, Joey Pup, a bunch of artists in the Chicago area, and just do an amazing job of supporting and honestly like pushing the fucking, oh my God, Noble Life. We're gonna put you right to the top, Noble Life, for that one. You are gonna go number one. Thank you for the 10 subs. But this is all you have to do is go here, read the rules, submit in the comments. Don't do it more than one time. If you spam the comments, you will get deleted, all right? But if you don't and you follow the rules, you will be in the running for this playlist, which closes next Monday. So submissions close next week. Make sure you get in there and submit. We also have our new Music Who This playlist, which updates every Friday with new music from the past week. So if you do want to submit for that, all you have to do is fill out the release calendar form, which I just put in the chat for you as well. That is free. That is a free interview or a free opportunity to get playlisted and supported in content. We also have My Discover Monthly playlist, which is not a submission-based one. Songs we found on Twitch, which will update tomorrow. You will see this content go out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. We also have Bula's Best, which is a playlist that'll update every quarter. The community playlist, which is closed right now, but you will see an update from this week, hopefully. Our songs from the community playlist content. Boom. We're just trying to find ways to support you guys. The guest list will look like this eventually. The community playlist will look like this eventually. And then also our At Home With interview series, which comes back this Wednesday and is a weekly interview opportunity. Look, I got opportunities for the boys and the girls and everybody else. All right, we got opportunities for independent emerging artists here, and that is what we do. So go follow Kayvan's house. There is going to be more coming in the next year. Hopefully giveaways, hopefully other cool things. We're going to be flagging lots of cool events for you guys on that page as well. So go tap in. When we get to 3,000 followers, I'm also going to give away a free consultation. I'm just saying, like, I give away a free consultation every 1,000 followers. That's usually like $250 for my time. So I'll do that for free. We can talk about whatever you want. Go follow this shit. Go tell your friends to follow. We get to 3,000, we'll do a spin and wheel to give away. All right. So how this all works, what we do here. My name is Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R over at Genius Distro. So I do work for a distro company right now. But for the last 8 years, I've been working at Genius doing video content, verified interviews, deconstructed interviews. I helped launch Open Mic. It's Rudy My Baby. I've been a big part of growing this YouTube channel. And so now for the last 2 years, we've been signing artists and putting projects out, putting music out. So just to recap some of the projects that we have worked on, some of the artists we do work with. Now, Win from Portland, Oregon. Great female rapper, incredible music. Overcast, we did his Reset EP last year, which was an amazing thing to work on. I really love that dude. Angelo Moto, who we just dropped a new EP from called Angelo Is Tired. He's incredible. Go listen to him if you like alt hip-hop. Ashoka, who just dropped a new song, PGA. Serena, who I found on the stream. Anton Now, who's a 16-year-old rapper we found here on the stream. Leia the Leo, who we found on the stream. Ajna, Bray, who we found on the stream. My name is J-Mac, who we found on the stream as well. So this has been a really cool way for me to find artists to sign to Genius Distro. And what we do is then push through all of the things that we work on the Genius side. We find ways to work our clients into it and use the platform to help push great music. So if you are an artist in here that is trying to do shit with me, send your music in. The best advice I can give you is just get on my radar here. Let's get to know each other. Let's see if the vibe is cool. And then maybe we end up working together. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. Maybe you find somebody else who wants to work on your shit in here. That is the whole point of this stream, to get you in front of more people and also just find more ways that we can support you as well. There's only one rule in here, all right? I'm going to be asking you what you think of these songs. We want to know what you think of the music. The only rule is to please not be an asshole. If you are an asshole during the stream to anybody else who is sending music in, I don't give a fuck where they're at in their career. I don't know how early they're at. I don't care if it's the first song they've ever made in their life. We're going to be respectful of them, and we're going to tell them how they can improve if there is improvements that can be made, all right? We're going to talk about the details behind what will make the music better, what they can work on, whether that's lyrics, whether that's arrangement, production, songwriting, delivery, tone, like whatever it is, guys. We're going to talk about those things. If you have knowledge on production, writing, song, like any of those things, please give your feedback. It is important that you share your experience and help these artists develop and grow. That is the point of what we do here. As we go through this, I will be dragging things into the songs we found on Twitch playlists. This is how I keep track of all the songs we found. At the end of the year, I go through this and I find my best of, and we make another playlist, all right? Constructive criticism is the fucking thing here. All right, that is it. We're going to get into it. Like I said, if you subscribe or gift a sub in this stream, so if you are already a subscriber, gift a sub to somebody else. If you subscribe in this stream, you will get bumped into our priority queue marked in orange. If your username is different than your artist name, please let me know what your artist name is, and we will make sure we get you bumped up into that priority queue. Noble Life, Big Out East, I missed yours. Leno, I didn't see yours come through, but please just let me know if you did subscribe and no notification pops up, because sometimes that happens, and that's totally fine too. We will just make sure we get you before the end of the stream. And that's it. I think that's all, guys. I think that is the whole thing. If there was anything that I forgot, please let me know. But submit your music, command submit to submit, command skip if you want to learn how to skip the queue and get added into our priority queue. Big Out East, I got you bumped up there. Big House Twitch. Is that, Bella, is that you? If it is, let me know which artist it is today, and I got you. I got food poisoning. Oh, God, no. How's everybody's weekend? Let us know in the chat. We're going to start with Noble Life. Mantra Music comes out August 13th. I think this is a new listen for us as well. So let us know what you think in the chat. This is Too Pretty, Noble Life, and Caribou. Hello. Wow. That's kind of fire. You got the Caribou feature.
I'm way too pretty for
I definitely,
bullshit, baby.
this is a big one to store, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. I love the production on it off rip. Maybe slightly too much delay reverb on this lead vocal for me personally, but if you've been in here before, you know I'm a fickle man when it comes to reverb and delay on a vocal. Delavo, I really appreciate that. Hey. And I'm still loading up, going crazy in line. I'll be going push like Javante. All right, the big test for me on this one is going to be whether the two vocal mixes feel cohesive and match up and don't feel like two very separate things, all right? Production is Butter, says Lade. This is Clean, says Oscar. I like this. Rhodes is very nice. Again, the only thing for me is this reverb on the vocal. You could dial it back just a tiny bit. Yes, Snow Astra, I got you in there.
He's fine and he gets money, but it's the sassiness for me. Like,
I do wish that the bass line and the drum hit just a slightly bit harder. Oscar, it's gonna deceive you. Alright, vocals do match up. It does feel like a cohesive mix across the board for both vocals, which makes me very happy. Sometimes when we get, you get a feature from somebody and the mix can be drastically different, it's so noticeable. And so I think that's something that I always kind of listen for. With this, it feels like there was no like changes in volume, style, tone. It all fit together really nice. I'm too pretty for the BS. High life shine VVS. Too Pretty by Noble Life with Caribou. We're gonna follow Noble Life right now too. I fuck with that. If it's ugly, I leave it alone. Piece of money, call and pay with the phone. And my pieces punching, baby, please watch your tone. I don't see that as a bad thing anymore. Which thing specifically? Like when vocals don't match up or the mixes don't match up? I think it just depends. Like if there's a drastic difference, then I don't like it. If it's like hardly noticeable, like on most headsets or headphones or speakers, right? Like I don't really give a fuck. I'm not gonna be that picky about it. Because there's obviously gonna be differences if you're not recording on the same mic, in the same space, same engineer, like all that kind of stuff. It's really for me just when it's so noticeable that you're like, yo, this was clearly not something that you guys did at the same quality level. That's more what I mean. And I think in this case, it is a good example of how you can do it, even if you didn't record in the same place. I have no idea what the situation was here, but it feels like it makes sense, which is great. Oscar says the feature has a noticeable mix difference. Yeah, as long as the vibe and tone is still there. I would agree. Hook is tough, simple, but real good stuff. I liked this one a lot, guys. We immediately playlisted this one. Noble, thank you so much for the gifted subs, too. You absolutely didn't have to do 10. But if you have other songs you'd like us to play on stream, I'll definitely give you a couple more bumped up just for that. So if you want to submit a couple more, please feel free. Just let me know when you have, and I'll kind of sprinkle them throughout the stream. There's a couple people who come in here and will just do the 10 sub shit, and I'm always like, yo, if you have multiple songs, feel free to send them. I'll definitely do a few for you. Toby up next. That was Noble Life _ on Instagram. The song was called Pretty Thing. Too Pretty. That is how quickly I will forget a song title. Just as a heads up for you guys, I will forget them, and I will forget them quickly. Have you thought about going live on TikTok? I know artists that would value thoughts. Yeah, so I did TikTok lives for a little bit. I've done them mostly throughout the day. Sometimes I'll leave them up on my TikTok while I'm live. Like right now, Instagram's on live as well. It's really more just to bring people in than anything. I wanted to do both, so I wanted to do TikTok and Twitch. It is kind of a pain in the ass to do the dual stream shit. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it is a goal. I do want to do it at some point. I just haven't figured out how to get this production on TikTok, if that makes sense. Because I also stream off of a Mac, which is maybe my issue, if I'm being really real. Toby, up next. I am a small team. It's really just me, Bula, Bella, and Kev. We're a small team over here. Toby, Rage, Mix 3, let us know what you think in the chat. Like I said, we listen to everything in here. Oscar, let me know the artist name. We'll get you bumped up. I like the way this started already, bro. You know I got a soft spot for your pop punk music.
I think I'm losing my grip. I think I'm losing my shit. I think I'm finally out of my mind. I turn my memory
I love the production on this. Production on this is filthy. Let us know what you think in the chat. I fuck with this, man. Happy 31st birthday. Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat for Toby, man. Toby is an OG community member in here. Like, this man was in the first, I want to say 10 to 15 streams that we did. Is probably when you started popping up. Distortion's nice, says Lano. If you are in New York too, Toby does have a show on Thursday. Feel free to let him know about it in the chat, Toby, because I know we got some New York people out here. Samway says, I like this. Happy P-Day from Big Out East. He'll be playing this at the show on Thursday. Are you a baby? Where are you at on Thursday? Ina C says, happy birthday. Leno says, happy birthday, Toby. Hard, bro. This shit is tough. At the Delancey in Lower East Side at 8 p.m., guys. If you are around, make sure you pop out. I want to hear a scream on this part. Like more of like a high pitch, like full scream. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it the good old Italian. I don't know what else to call it. What else do you call this? It's an Italian thing. I like that one a lot though. If you were rocking with that, make sure you go tap in with Toby. It's Toby Season on Instagram. I actually thought the content that you guys made today to push the show, or the content that you made that I saw to push the show was mad fucking funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I saw it today and I was like, damn, you really have figured out the marketing, promo, content side of things. I'm gonna play it for everybody.
Open and I reply, why?
You guys got to tap in with Toby, honestly. Like, if you are, what do you call this gesture? If you are trying to get inspiration for how to make content as an artist too, I think Toby is a great person to go watch.
Sounds good to me.
He does such a good job of making fun content that's engaging, that's also collaborative with other people who are making content, which is genius.
Reggie, you can't expect us to
And it's fun to watch. Illy, what's going on?
Wait, Reggie, you make music?
Yeah, I've been sending my songs in the group chat for
Like, these little skits are so good, bro. Every time you post a little skit like this with your friends, I think it's amazing.
Oh my god, I mean, I guess if Esperanza's group leader ass decided to start singing, you guys would just follow her, right?
Yeah, Reggie, we don't have a group leader. We have a group underling, and that's always been you.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I enjoy it. I like it. I think it's a great way to make content. Peyton up next. This is Peyton Binge. We fuck with Peyton in here as well. Longtime community member. 2 years, bro, of being in here. Sending in songs that he's written, but not releasing much music. So if you are somebody who's looking for songwriters to collaborate with as well, tap in with Peyton. Go pull up on him at an open mic, because he does a lot of open mics too. It's bars in here. Read along.
Mine might explode like a damn hand grenade. I went to Vietnam and saw how our brands are made. Out in the countryside, factories fan the flames. You can name the
Let us know what you think in the chat.
how many hands it takes to making a shape all the pieces they create. I wish they made a cake.
The thing I really like about Peyton's writing is it's very anti-capitalist. It's very like of the people for the people type shit, which I very much enjoy personally. Oh yeah, he got his Oscar. I'm saying, a great writer. There is bars in here. You guys need these bars in your songs. I promise you. Hey. Hey. Young Pino, what's up, bro? Gus will get you bumped up. He's a great writer. I kind of wish that he would put more music out, personally. Not all go Paul Pogba. W reference in there. Samwise says dope, man. Royalty says tough.
When you start to gain traction, it's a slippery slope.
I mesh with this is the day. I'm ruminating this pace.
If I go to him,
nice flow and love the old school vibes of the beast is Delavo. He does sing too.
I doubt it. The claim is unfounded. Robert Hall on a flight, the logic's not grounded. If I had a price, I'd wait till it's discounted. Cause I've been going through it and I see no way around it. Hey, I just need my own space, living in my home base, rapping at my own pace, and around some snowflakes. Ooh, I got some cold takes, friendly like my old mates.
Shout out to all my fellow snowflakes out there, bro.
Sometimes you just need
it's real. We gotta stick together, man. I need some Boeing lyrics, says Bula. Wheels fell off like a Boeing.
And I refuse to die by the hands of the clock, man, I swear. Now look at
I'ma keep on going. Love for him to get a little bit more theatrical, says Lede. Fair enough, in the delivery I could hear that too. I'll never be able to fly again. I can imagine someone eating crayons to this, says Samwise. What does that mean? I like this, man. I like your beat choices too. Your beat choices are always really solid. I really do think that if you started putting music out, people will fuck with it. Like, I have to say. If you are trying to tap in, like I said, great writer, Peyton Binge, Pay. I always said pay. I'm going to try to spell it out by saying pay. Peyton Benge. This man does lots of open mics.
A famous meme with Paul Rudd where he goes, look at us. Who would have thought?
That is a hilarious one. We need to binge, says Bula. This needs a 5 music, says Hina sees. It does. That was Hot One by Peyton Binge. We got Delavo and then Brave the Storm, and then we will do our first random bump from the submission form, so stick around. Delavo, bro. I've been waiting for more from you. If you like R&B music, get ready to have a new artist that you're a huge fan of.
Feeling like I can never win. You and me are complicated people.
Love the hard time guitar, it's kind of nice. Or the Foreman shifted guitar, whatever it is. Say P says nice vibe. This one's a bit more indie. That's totally fine too. I love a little, we'll call it all R&B. Brave the Storm says a wild Johnny appears. Do you want to A, run away, B, fight, or C, capture? I guess it's use item. I'm trying to think of the Pokemon menu. Delavo on Instagram, make sure you go follow. This is beautiful. Definitely more indie vibes. Curious why this tag says electronic though, so I'm wondering if it's gonna get a little dancier at some point. It's giving Twilight. I love that, says Hina sees. Amazing vocal tone again. Really, really beautiful writing.
And with time it's sinking in. If we're built only to float away, why do I just keep falling?
I mean, low-key, this would... If this doesn't get, like, super... Okay, it did get dancey. So Darius was cracking. I was gonna say, you could ease this as a drum and bass remix of this song will go fucking crazy. I already know it. I can hear it in my head. This is nice. It's like alt pop. could see a full dance remix of this going crazy though. Snow Asta says, "Let me remix this." You got some producers in the chat who would do a crazy job. Very submersive, says Lede. I kind of like that. I've never heard. What does that mean to you? Like you just kind of like lose yourself, drown in it. Yeah, UK Garage or House Like Fred Again would be fire too. That was initially what I heard, but drum and bass would be a little bit more up-tempo, a little bit more energetic, I think. Vocoder is beautiful. I love the layers on this as well. It actually does kind of remind me of Fred Again already. I mean, in the production, it could lean a little bit more dancey. I think that would bring it into that space. But especially with the vocal sample, the vocal recording on this, like, if this was used as a vocal sample, it would fit in so many different styles of music. It's really beautifully done, honestly. I really have enjoyed everything we've heard from you so far. How Long featuring Maria Ellis, definitely worth going to listen to too if you've never listened to Delavo before. Delavo on Instagram, DELAVOH. Make sure you go follow. This one is going to be a really, really cool one to watch develop over time. I think this is the second song we've heard from you so far, but I know based off of what I have heard so far, this being the second, I'm definitely going to be keeping up because something really special about the way you write music, man. Definitely losing your thoughts into the motions. Yeah, right? There is something like that pulls you in and really holds you in on this one. Pale Blue says fire. I can understand you liking this one, Pale Blue. Delavo, DELAVOH. Brave the Storm up next. I wonder if we get Brave the Storm or Rave the Storm tonight. We have been getting a mixture of both from this artist. This is a Brave the Storm remix of Run by Lectrique. I think this is going to be our first dip into full electronic music tonight. Let us know what you think in the chat. The master at the beginning, maybe a touch quiet. Brave today, brave the day.
Run right there. So we just come right there. Babylon, I get fun right there.
Yeah, that's the second song from Delavo. Lots coming. I can't wait, man. Please make sure you keep sending stuff over.
Babylon, I get fun right there. Yeah, you know about enough right there.
Okay. Okay. Get ready for this drop, guys.
Tell me what I want. Yo, big 4-5 in the palm. Run.
Brave the Storm music on Instagram.
Big 4-5 in the run.
Could see this in any commercial that is workout or tech related. Maybe a car, but I can see it on the TV. I can hear it on the TV. It's pretty hard. Brave the Storm music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this one. It's really solid, man. Again, not really always the electronic music style that I listen to. Like, if we're talking subgenres, I threw it on that Nike football commercial from way back and it works perfectly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, some sort of running commercial. Like, obviously the song is called Running, but... Aizen, what's going on?
Yeah, you know about enough right here. Yeah, run right there. So we just come right here. Babylon, I get fun right.
It's really good sound design and arrangement. I mean, that is the thing that I would say more than anything. Tension building into the drop is really nice. The drop is really big. For me, it's this tempo of drop is maybe just not like the style of electronic music that catches me the most. I've said this about all of the steps, to be honest. But the sound design is very good and the mix is very good. I've not heard the original, so it's hard for me to comment on the actual remix aspect of it, but I don't know. If you'd sent me this, I would have been pretty happy with it. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I'm not always the biggest fan of remixes. I do think Brave the Storm does a really great job of making good remixes. And remixes that feel like Brave the Storm remixes, not that feel like somebody else. Which I think is also a really tough thing to do. So, we do have our first free bump of the night coming up using our trusty spinning wheel. Let's get Noble Left in here again, though. If you are in the chat and you want to submit your music, make sure you hit Command Submit. That is going to bring you into the Google form. like I said, we have multiple free bumps throughout the stream. So just because you didn't spend money, that doesn't mean that we might not get to you. It's not a guarantee, but we will try and get through as many songs as possible on stream today. This is our first free one of the night. But again, if you are here and you don't want to spend bread, please just submit your music anyway. We might get to you, and we do have a free section towards the end of the stream as well. Well, we'll be bumping people up who are just hanging out with us in the chat. We got one from Morgan Gold coming up, man. If you need rap vocals, I got you, says Samwise. Make sure you tap in with Brave the Storm, all right? Morgan Gold, man. Look, Morgan Gold is another OG community member. I don't know if she's going to see this right now. She might see it later. But out of Chicago, really, really great. R&B, maybe old R&B, definitely like a more contemporary R&B sound. I've historically been a fan of Morgan. You know, we've kind of watched and heard her develop over time. Does a lot with her partner, who's also a producer as well. So I think we've kind of seen the development of both of them over time, which is really cool. I haven't heard this, so I don't want to say too much, but everything that I've heard going into this from recent months, the last year, there's been like a real like distinct development in the songwriting and the production and the style. So this one's called Throw Me a Lifeline. It's unreleased, but Morgan Gold music out of Chicago. Let us know what you think in the chat, especially if you're an R&B head. Wagyu Miko, what's going on? Welcome in for the first time. It's great to have you. Yeah, if you're going to submit your music, hit Command Submit at any point. It'll pull up the form for you. Beautiful start to this already. Morgan Gold music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Definitely my favorite Morgan Gold song we've heard. I agree. Amazing voice. I've always felt that way. Just beautiful tone. But this one's hitting. Is this really my eternity? I think this is what I wanted to hear from Morgan like years ago when we were listening to her. I really wanted to feel this more organic side of things. I think we were getting maybe too electronic at times. This is beautiful. Barbie Kush, if you want to submit music, all you have to do is follow this link in the chat. Brave the Storm says, wow, this is great. Definitely let us know what you think in the chat. And again, if you want to guarantee to get played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That'll get you bumped into our priority queue marked in orange. I love this one. Morgan, whenever you see this. Favorite song that I've heard from you up until this point. This is great. Do more. I honestly would maybe encourage you to do more of this, more in this direction. This, like, just your voice, just a guitar, real organic, stripped down instrumentation. Absolutely perfect fit for your vocal tone. And you just have amazing vocal control and the runs and everything. Just like, it's all very, very well done. Darius says it sounds like it should be on a montage. Guitar tone is also fantastic. Shout out to the producer on this one, who killed it on the guitar tone. I'm a bit of a stickler with the guitar tone too. If it doesn't feel like it fits the genre, sometimes it'll throw me off, and this is so perfect. Of course, thank you for submitting. If you subscribe or gift a sub, that is a guarantee you'll get played. You'll get bumped into our priority queue marked in orange. But if you don't do that, stick around. Every 5 of those will bump somebody up for free, like this one from Morgan Gold. And the last 30 minutes of the stream, hopefully, will be 4 people in the chat. So just stick around and hang out with us. Great raw vocal, says Leno. Rescue me, I'm overcome with fatigue. There's just so much emotion in it. Like undeniable raw emotion in the vocal recording, which to me is like one of the best parts of like great vocalists. You know what I mean? Like if you can make me feel the thing that you're trying to say, literally just through the vocal performance, you've done the job. Bro, so beautiful, says Katora. Samwise says, hear me out. I could hear Tim's coming on this. I mean, I see what you're saying. It's not a crazy thing. You won't be left out. There's just no guarantee that I can get to you because we got a lot of submissions, but I will try and get to as many songs as possible. It's just a guarantee versus, you know, kind of rolling the dice a little bit more. Though if you stick around till the end, usually we get through most people. Nah, you don't even worry about it. We're not here to just take bread from people, I promise. And also tap in with the Kayvan's House Instagram, because we got a lot of free submission opportunities there, and also the Discord too, for that reason. Throw me a lifeline, Morgan Gold. I mean, there's not really too much that I can say about it other than I really loved it. I thought it was beautiful. Beautifully written, beautifully performed. I loved how simple and stripped down it was. To me, that is the perfect sweet spot for a Morgan Gold song, and definitely my favorite one that we've heard so far. So keep killing it. You know we're fans over here. We want to hear more. We want to support more. So that's all. Big Out East up next, man. Hey, man, that's the goal. I really want to make sure that we do that as much as possible. Like, I promote a lot of artists, right? I push a lot of music. And so for me, it is very much also this thing of, like, understanding not only what it's like to be in your shoes. I've been an artist, right? So I know what it's like to be in your shoes and make this music and try and push it out. I know what it's like from the management perspective to try and push music and have people come back and be like, yo, what's the budget all the time? Sometimes there's just not a budget, and that just is what it is, right? And I do think that there is a bit of a hole for places that are down to support artists without a budget, and just because they fuck with the music and like what they hear at different levels too. Like for a lot of people, it's like, oh, you got followers? Like, sure, we'll put you on. If you don't have followers, oh, maybe we won't even listen to it. I literally don't give a fuck about any of that. I only care about how good the music is first and foremost, and if we can, you know, if there's something there, like obviously, and I can work with it and bring something to the table with an artist is different. And I think I look at different things when I'm signing artists than when I'm curating playlists. For me, curating a playlist or curating some sort of content that's based around discovering new artists is literally just about finding great music first and foremost. I don't really give a fuck about the rest of this shit. If I'm going to sign someone to distro, then I have to think about the other things. And then it's about me caring about those things. But that's my job. This is something that I do because I'm passionate about finding new artists, supporting new talent, and finding people before anybody else. Because that's always what I've enjoyed doing in my career. It's what I've enjoyed doing at Genius. It's what I enjoyed doing before that. It's what I've enjoyed doing through my playlists. And so that is what I want this to be, is kind of that space where you guys don't have to, like, I'm not going to tax you for everything. Like, sure, there's a subscription thing here where it's like a guarantee if you want to get played. That's just for people who have it and want to. But that's the reason that we have all the other free shit there too, is because at the end of the day, there is still ways to get your music in front of me, even if it's not here on stream. You know what I'm saying? You can send me stuff on Discord. There's whole fucking playlists that are free and submission based and all that kind of shit. So I'm just saying, that is why we do all this stuff, all right? Painkillers by Big Out East up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. King Shamash, Wagwan, bruh. Let me know if you need to let me know anything. I don't know. Maybe I do. Okay, fuck yeah, bro.
I can't show no love no more. That shit get you killed. That young nigga still. Let's see my niggas.
I don't know if I know what post you're talking about on Ultra's IG. But I see you're on the No Country for New Nashville thing. Are you from Nashville? I mean, you gotta be if you're on this. Also, Ultra Creative, that's Nashville too, right? So that makes sense. Oscar says, oh, wait, hold on. And if you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from too. I'd love to know where you guys are at in the world. One of my favorite parts is that we are a global community spread out everywhere. If you're from Nashville, just know I got a soft spot for Nashville artists, period. Because I went to college there, and I'm always trying to support artists from the place, from the space, from the city. We got LA, we got Manchester. Oh shit! My cousins are from Stoke, so I spent a lot of time in the Manchester area. Spent a lot of time at the Trafford Center. We got Paris in the chat, my favorite city in the world. San Fernando Valley. We got Georgia in the chat. If I had feedback on this one, the biggest feedback is on the mix. I did say Stoke, bro. I'm from Peterborough originally, so just know I'm from the ends. All right. We got Jacksonville, Florida. We got Bay Area in the chat. We got Chicago. Where are you 20 minutes from Stoke? My cousins live in Trenton, so that's also about 20 minutes from Stoke. You know, I know about Brampton. I've been to Brampton, fam. Currently on Phoenix, but from Nashville. Okay, fuck yeah, bro. I'm from the end. Look, man, I'm from the end. Now, shout out Hanley Park. Yo, you know Hanley Park. You're a real one. Got the Bay Area in the the chat. All right, feedback on this one. Sorry, Big Outies. So it's really just the balance between the vocal and the instrumental, right? The sub is a touch loud, so it kind of muddies up some of the instrumental a little bit. It doesn't quite knock the way that I'm looking for it to knock as much as it's just kind of there booming. So for me, the low end on something like this should knock a little bit more than it does. I will say I love the production. I love the sample flip on it, and I do think your vocal matched everything really well. If anything, I just wish that low end was a little bit cleaner and the vocals punched through just a little bit more than they did. But I did playlist it because I liked it. I did save it. It very much feels like something I would have been listening to like in the blog era. Some early ASAP in the mix could knock more like an ASAP song as a reference. ASAP was immediately who I thought of. ASAP Schoolboy, that like 2013, 2014 like blog era hip hop sound, fucking Bad Habits and Contradictions type shit. I really enjoyed it a lot. It definitely speaks to my taste. But the biggest thing for me would probably be just the mix. Cleaning up it a little bit and making it feel a little bit more professional, hit a little bit harder. That's about it. Yes, Young Chino, we're absolutely taking submissions still. Please submit, because you just subscribed as well, so you're going to get bumped into our priority queue, all right? Lysurgics up next. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. This one is going to be a little heavier, a little bit louder. Beggin, Lysurgics, and Lodian remix. Collab work in progress. Let us know what you think in the chat. We are going to keep shit moving, all right? We got a lot of music to get through today. Type shit, bro. I enjoyed it, though. I love that you're from Nashville, too. That always makes me happy. What are you doing in Phoenix? Oh, shit. Peso vibe. Exactly. Peso vibe and fucking Purple Swag vibe. That era of Rocky, for sure. This is a good remix already. Again, you've heard me say I don't like remixes all that much. Thank you for pinning that. Waiting for this drop. I can't wait. Wasn't expecting the tempo switch. Or just the rhythmic kind of switch right there. I really enjoyed everything in this build up. I've said the steps, all the steps, elephant step, dubstep, all those steps is where I get lost in electronic a little bit. But I will say again, the sound design, the arrangement on this is really good. The sample flip is fantastic. So, I'm not mad at this. Headbanger says Leno, let us know what you think in the chat. Feels like a pashy. I don't know what a pashy is. Watermelon says, ooh. I also love that we get every genre to the stream. I want that. I want every genre. I want to hear everything. I can appreciate it for what it is. It just hits live versus in the stew, says Leno. Really, really great flip on this, man. I love how the sample did not just incorporate the vocal too, but incorporated the melodic elements of the original. That is a very difficult thing to do. So for me, that's probably the biggest success here is the way, like, Wagyu says I like the pace on this one. I like the pace on it too. I think and I've said this before, like for me with electronic music, Bula says, damn, that's sick from his brother. For me with electronic, I fall into very, very specific pockets of stuff that I like. I like bass house. It's something that I enjoy. I like house in general. All right. I love drum and bass. I love UK garage. It just is my taste in electronic. But dubstep is something that I was a fan of, maybe less of a fan now. But when I do hear something that just stands out, like that one did, then I get excited about it. So, very good. I have to watch the YouTube rep. Don't worry. It'll be up at 10 a.m. tomorrow. All right. Talk about Unexpected to Watermelon. It was good, man. I like that too. Lede says, love the song ever since Step Up, so this is dope. Ah, fuck yeah. All right, come on. A little bit. Sam Y, out of the UK, up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Fucking Google Drive, though, man. I'm going to shake my fist at Google Drive every single time. So this is why I don't use Google Drive when I'm pitching to people, for this reason, just as a heads up. UK Garage Deep House, my favorite too, and French House. I do love French House. Always have, always will. Sandwich says my goal is to break through music by the end of the year so I can propose. That's why I made this song. Oh, I love that. Congratulations to you. I hope she doesn't see this, so the surprise is not ruined. But big W for Samway. Big W for Samway. This is a little bit. I fuck with this artist, man. I fuck with his music. I fuck with his whole vibe. I do think he's gonna get there. Official Samway on Instagram. She won't. I'm dead. Young Peanut says spoilers. For me, I hear Dave in this. I hear Vic, who I also really like right now. If you don't know Vic, you should check him out. VIC, not to be confused with the Get Silly VIC guy who disappeared completely. I hear some of him. I hear a little AJ at times when we get a little up tempo. I fuck with this dude, man. Big Bakar vibe. I love Bakar also. I've loved you for a little bit. Think it's more than just a little bit. Get down, get down. I like this. Let us know what you think in the chat. Official Samway on Instagram. SAMUEI. I've loved you for a little bit. Think it's more than just a little bit. What might be cool on this, bro? Female vocal. Think like the way that they used to lay a Jill Scott on songs, or the way they used to lay a Lauryn Hill on songs, like, think that kind of a female vocal layered over the background of the chorus. That's the only thing that I hear missing that you could put on that. UK Rocky over here says Oscar. Yeah, female vocalist just doing some on the background would be really fire. We should hit Maya, bro. Maya Unagi from the Discord. She would do a really good job of that kind of vocal layering on this, I think. Her little Kid Cudi too says Hennessy's. In the melodic aspects for sure. There's something really inviting and warm about Samway's voice. I think that's the thing for me that I could compare to Cudi. Snow Hester says, "Oh, get me to do harmonies. I have a falsetto and some Jacob Collier theory knowledge." Not the Jacob Collier theory. That guy's a fucking monster. I love this one, bro. I really think it's beautiful. I loved it lyrically. I think the delivery was absolutely perfect. Like, just tonally, the whole vibe you've created with your voice is very good. Background vocals is the only thing that I think will really round this out and finish everything off, but it's close. Leno says BGVs make huge difference. Been doing a lot of what the Weeknd does with the high pitch and low pitch octaves. Is an easy way to layer vocals and make it interesting. I agree. At minimum, a 3-part harmony is probably where I'm like, yo, this sounds full. This sounds finished. 1, 2, a little tough. 3-part harmony is great. If you want to do more than that, that's not bad either. But I would say at minimum, a 3-part harmony at this point on anything that's like a sung vocal or like a chorus at least. Even if there's not harmonies on the verses, I think that's fine. But like when you get to a chorus, like, at minimum, some sort of a 3-part harmony or ad-libs or just things happening in the background, not just one track. One vocal track is a no-no, I think, at this point. Everything just feels so unfinished. But yeah, 3-part harmony feels optimal. I would agree with that. We got Camel up next. This is the 330i visualizer. Yeah, 5-part, I think, is really great if you can do a 5-part harmony. Some people be doing like, I mean, Vera, who I manage, will do like a fucking 15-part harmony sometimes, and I'll be like, you got to pull it back a little bit. I don't know that we need 15 parts. As much as I love it, I don't know that we need it. All right, this is the 330i official visualizer from Camel. Shout out to Bella, who's in the chat at the Big House, who's one of our amazing community member and team members as well, just making sure we do all of our amazing stuff. Shout out to her also for the design on the In the Office With series, which we just dropped recently as well. But this is one of her artists. So this is 330i. Camel is a rapper from the West Coast. Really great. I fuck with this dude. I haven't seen this visualizer, I don't think, yet. But this is 330i. Let us know what you think in the chat. I think a woman's voice would sound nice. I mean, you could do it on your own first if you wanted to. Maybe form and shift it and see how it sounds. At least it's just a test, you know what I mean? Clean visual already. Love the color grading on this. Also love the 330i. I will say that this era of BMW is like by far my absolute favorite era of BMWs. This dropped today. The tape drops on Wednesday.
rolling through the city with a 50 in a Benz truck. I don't gotta answer, say she love me.
I like it. Yeah, the Slam 330 is so clean. I would agree with that too. The only thing I wish was happening in this was maybe just slightly more movement around him and around the car. That's all.
Why you always question? Double my investment, bet the house on myself. I put a Lord, my faith is precious.
Leno is asking if Camel is his cousin.
On the guesses, can I text me for the centrist? Only counting those, I don't got time for the exes. 3:30, I know the windows tinted. God can't see me.
I think the only thing that I would say on this, the color grading is perfect. I think he's great on camera. I wish there was a little bit more movement happening in the rest of the shot. Whether that's the car moving at least a little bit, or different shots throughout, just to kind of give it a little bit more movement. Even if it's just a secondary shot that you guys were cutting in, that's really all. I'm dead, bro. So Leno is literally a cousin's homie. I love that shit. This was 330i. Yeah, everything about this I liked. I liked the hook. I liked the lyrics on screen. I absolutely love the color grading. The color grading for me is the shining star of this video. I love the framing of the shot. I love the lighting of the shot. The only thing that I would say is maybe just slightly more movement in it. And then there's also one moment right here where I would say the only thing that you could do is maybe make it less obvious in this bottom left corner that the smoke machine is blowing in from that way. Obviously, that is like a challenge of being on set and something you just have to figure out. But I would say if like literally just something that I noticed as we were going through the video was like when that kicks on in that moment, it's maybe just too obviously coming from that area. You know what I mean? Like that is, and this is like the only thing that I would say. Like I'm being super picky with you, but I like the song itself and I think the visualizer is really solid for what it is. It's going to look great on socials also when it's cut into vertical, which is something that I love because everything was happening in that middle third, which is super important. If you liked that one, finest_alchemy on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. The tape comes out this Wednesday from Camel, so keep your eyes open for that. Snow Aster up next, and then we got another free random bump up from the submission form as well. Young Chino, let me know the artist name when you get a chance. One was changing all night, but I hear you. Yeah, that's just me though. Like I will look for that kind of stuff because I think that is like those are those tiny details which I think just elevate things ever so slightly, and it's, you know, it's what we would look for on fucking set. Young Chino, what's the artist name? Let me know. Us and Them, Snow asked a beautiful start to this already. Yeah, I got you, Young Chino. This is that Jacob Collier level music theory that he was talking about. I absolutely love the way this started. Comes out on October 23rd, by the way.
How did it come to this? Tried so hard to emerge from the abyss.
am.snow.aster on Instagram. This is my favorite one you've sent in so far.
Only to find that all is wrong in the world. The naked lines that we've been told, they
Very, very leve. Did I say October? Sorry, August 23rd. Why did I say October? I don't know. Profile, come join us on Twitch.
They've worked us to the ground.
It's giving. What the fuck are they called? Julian Casablanca says official Samway. I was thinking, what the fuck? Fleet Foxes, bro. It's giving Fleet Foxes.
I don't know what that means. Guess I should have kept it to myself.
Amazing, musically amazing. Powerful voices, Big House Twitch. Oh, I love the switch up on the production here. Really, really nice touch right here. Let us know what you think in the chat. The imperfections make this the same way. I do like that about it too. Hina says, I think reminds me of After the Storm. What's that band? Fleet Foxes was what I said. Soundscape's beautiful, says Leno. Oh, The Funeral was by Band of Horses. If that's what you're talking about. I mean, I love a song that is just an acoustic guitar and a vocal. I mean, you literally heard me say this earlier on with Morgan. There is like a really beautiful simplicity to this. This is like the music that they play on NPR. Like, to be honest with you, like if you submitted this to some NPR, I think some vocal stacks would eat. There was some in there. I could live with more vocal stacks in all honesty. But I do think that like on NPR, the NPR crowd like will very much enjoy that personally. All right, guys, let's do another free bump from the submission form. Who we got? Who's it gonna be? I love the random spinning wheel music. Looks like it's gonna be Low Life. Funeral Suits. I've never heard of Funeral Suits. Galaxy, what's up? Very good. Very good. All right, this is Low Life. I don't know if you're in here from the Instagram or if you're still on Instagram, but shout out to you. You were there. Experiment by Low Life. Let us know what you think in the chat. Cello, I'm sorry, bro. Some people just got the luck. It's weird. I don't get it. You were almost there. Samwise also had a really hard time. I know. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to tell you, but is Joy Boy Luffy? I don't know. All right, let us know what you think in the chat, guys. Lowlife.wave on Instagram. I think I wish that the vocal was slightly thicker, just a little wider. And also just the sub feels a little too wide.
But I'm ready for action. I got a vision of love. Let my destiny map it.
It does punch through in a really nice way. Like I'm not gonna say that it's like muddying the whole mix. I do think that the vocal could be a little bit more like in the forefront of things though. I like the bass slides. It's a nice touch that I wasn't really expecting with the production once it started. I think more vocal stacks would definitely not hurt on this one. This is Don't Start. I'm gonna save this one in the playlist and come back to it for the songs you found on Twitch content. I don't know, but this is so different to me, says Asen. There's a lot of stuff that I do like here. Peanut says pay to win.
They like when you stay the same. They want you to throw away everything. They want you to play the game. They don't want you to kill off your old self. They need you to take the blame. So put away fear and anxiety and carefully take
aim. Alright, for me, biggest things overall in the song, right? More vocal stacks, one thing. A wider vocal, just the vocal more in the forefront of the mix. Just think about that when you're mixing. Other than that, I actually really do like this. Like when these vocal stacks come in here, it's really great. I think without these stacks, it felt a little empty further towards the beginning of the song and then maybe at moments throughout. But when these stacks come in, it feels so full. So I would maybe encourage you to just have vocal stacks throughout, or more ad-libs, moments, details there that kind of stack with that lead vocal as well. Celis says low tone is Childish Gambino like from Royalty era. A little bit. I can hear the comparison for sure. I actually do like this song a lot. Lowlife.wave on Instagram. It's super chill. Like this is something that if it came on, I really wouldn't be upset about it. If as a passive listener, this came on my Spotify just cause, I would sit and I would listen to the whole thing. It wouldn't get a skip from me. And that is a rare thing because I am the worst when it comes to shit like that. I will skip the fuck out of a song so fast. Leno Prod, Black Leather Bapesters, which like low-key like a grail that I want in my life is a pair of Bapesters. I'm gonna get them, and I don't give a fuck if they're in style or not. I'm gonna get Bapesters. I'm gonna wear them shits because I love Bapesters. I've always wanted a pair. Black leather Bapesters, Lano Prod. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is the official video. I love the way it's shot, or just off rip. This is kind of hard, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm kind of fucking with this. This is tough, bro. Super 8 black and white film, says Lano. It's hard. Not the Tommy Vassetti reference, too. If you played Vice City, you know. Yeah, I know where you shot this. I know Manhattan when I see it. Wagyu says, let's go, Lano. This shit is tough, bro. I gotta go save this on Spotify. Lano, did you make the whole beat? Says Wagyu. Pianos co-produced by David S. Park. You guys ate. Left no crumbs. And I chopped it up and added drums.
Got the best adobo sauce, I bring it across the globe. Omega Geneva, my wrist is my 70s arsenal.
For life says I would do some different things with vocal production, but the song and track is hot. That's just my taste, so it's totally fair. I like this style. For me, I'm big Don Toliver fan. Big like Tagalog. Oh, we got some Tagalog. Fucking let's go, bro. I know many Filipinos who would be excited about this part. Sedaris says his bangs. We did just get some Tagalog rap in here. Check the rhymes. I would just pull some low end from the vocal, maybe. A little bit, I could hear that. Just to make some space. Carve out a little more space for that sub. I love the video, man. Whoever did this video fucking killed it. Just really tasteful shots, man. Really tasteful shots. Like, literally, this shit to me, bro, literally looks like it could have been shot in like the fucking early 1900s for some reason. It's hard. Bro got the babes on. Yeah, he does have the babes on. He was not fucking around. Look at these shots, bro. I love it. Shout out to my boy Potato Paolo. He shoots all my album covers and film. I love it. Really. I'm gonna go follow Potato Paolo as well, cause I fuck with that. I gotta find him. Two things we gotta do. Everyone telling me this from 1920s, 1940s. It feels like it. It's really cool that you were able to do that though and make it feel that way, because I don't think that everybody can, Rudy. You know what I mean? It's like I've seen people shoot on Super 8 and it not look good. So like it's still like an art to it. You know what I mean? Like you still gotta get it right. I feel like you guys did a great job. Lano Prod on Instagram. And then for the videographer, Potato.Paolo as well. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him right now. This dude is fire, bro. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Wait, he knows Jenny. I work with Jenny. That's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Potato Paolo, bro. That dude's a beast. We got Oscar up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Very, very good. Lano cooked. Very good. Chino, you gotta check my fucking posture and make me sit up right, man. Like my dad. We were just in Brooklyn and New York in May. Well, welcome to the city. I don't know why I was going for that. No pressure. Oscar, let us know what you think in the chat.
Feet up, swimming in, they on the side, sun cream,
that northern accent, bro. Peeking over.
Told me to ease it up, I told you I'm
ease
not
it up.
finishing now. I was never good up front, but I was whipping it round. I was in it for the music, I was in it for the crowd. Now
I fuck with this, bro.
Stupid, that shit needs figuring out.
Vocal mix could maybe be a little bit cleaner. Just punch through a little bit more, but flow is really good.
You think it fits in your mouth.
Delivery is real nice. Beat switch, bro. A beat switch. Gotta keep the good posture. Yeah, tell that to my back 10 years ago.
Shit's changed for me. Been wondering, is this life that I paid for me? Like
This is very
2 years
good.
ago, I found the thrill of it. 6 months later, I was
Really in the thick of it.
MDF shit sent a message, this a brainstem PSA. We'll be on that plane by the AMTSA.
I fuck with this so heavy, bro.
Me, I got the conscious, I'll be in that honey
So yeah, the delivery is so good. I'm not even mad at the mix. I fully agree.
I was trying to find a reason I badly needed to sleep on
How
the
old are
couch.
you?
Started picking apart the problem, wipe my shirt, even it
Very
out.
good
I
writing.
consulted over people, said I should leave it without. It's not worth the struggle to work inside your mind like that. Battered and bruised, worked it off to bring the fight right back.
This is one of my favorite ones we've heard tonight. Growing up in England, if you are from England and you send me music, I will have a soft spot for you, but this is great. Just turned 18. Great job, man. Wait, where are you? You said you're 20 minutes north outside of Stoke. What is the town you're from? And do you spend a lot of time in Manny? It's really good writing, bro. You're in Crew. No fucking way. I know what Crew is. This is like Manchester Saba. I'm just gonna say it, bro. You are Manchester Saba. You are Crew Saba. I love this hook, bro.
Yeah, I know I cannot kill you, I just wanna make you bleed. I sit, I simmer, I contemplate the fiends. I freeze, I shiver, a ton of disbelief, but I'm on it, I live forever. Now I make teams.
It's the flows, bro.
From beneath my feet, real third willing, but stop where you at.
I will say, a lot of times my problem with UK rappers who aren't doing grime or drill is that it's a little outdated and just sounds old-fashioned. This is at the absolute fucking forefront of underground hip-hop, especially with the flows, the rhyme schemes, the production, the melodic aspects, and the delivery. And I think this is really great. I'm very excited by this. Reminds me of Dave. Not even, bro. Reminds me of like fucking...
I can see the brown brace for impact mentally. I elevate the
I don't even know. This doesn't remind me of anyone from the
If I let my
UK.
pressure off, everybody get lost. So I'll pack it all down into one simple
Maybe
melody.
Nux. Maybe. No, I actually love this, bro. When does this drop? Oh, you did an incredible job. Gaslit by Oscar on Instagram. Like a UK Joey Badass. Very much so. UK Saba, UK Joey Badass. Like, I would compare it to a lot of really great people. Jay Prince is a good shout. Love Jay Prince. It's maybe the closest to Jay Prince. If the team is sick, can you let me know when it's dropping? I definitely am going to support that. Just make sure you let me know when it comes out, bro. Whenever I figure out how to get some traction, do a bunch of socials, bro. Like, just put a fucking video of you rapping on social. Put hella videos of you rapping on socials. The thing that I would say to you to do, because I do think this will help you find your audience specifically, rap over Saba beats. Rap over fucking Joey Badass songs. Like, do the freestyles over songs from artists that are in the space that you know you want to hit their audience. Run some ads on it, like do that type of shit, because I think it will work for you. Like yeah, putting the music out definitely helps too. Like, there is no way to build and tell the story without releasing music. The releasing music part of it is part of the way that you can kind of tell that story and get people familiar with you. But bro, when I tell you that that was so good, I'm not gassing you up. You definitely have your own style. It's not even about you making other people's shit. It's like just using the beat and people's familiarity with the beat to get them familiar with you as an artist. That's it. So do your own thing over a beat that people know, and it will just help open the door to people who maybe were on the fence about listening but didn't know who you were yet. That's all I mean. Like, it's a great way to just ease people into listening to your music and bringing them in to pay attention to what you're doing, and also gain followers, which at the end of the day is kind of helping you build that leverage to then go to companies who can help and support you, right? And give you that kind of push because there is data to back it and a reason for them to support. That's why everyone's always like, yo, do the social shit, because it will help you. It's just helping you help other people work around you and get your shit in front of more people, because at the end of the day, it's leverage, it's data, it's the story that we're telling, so we do need those things, right? But bruh, wow, I'm so impressed, honestly, dude. Like, please keep me up to date with stuff that you're releasing. I need to know more. I need to hear more. Please keep sending stuff. Gus, no more, up next. While we're speaking about extremely talented people, Gus is like Tame Impala's like next coming. And I've said this every time we've listened to him. Dude plays every fucking instrument, mixes, masters, produces, writes it all. Just get ready for like a real experience. Yo, no, thank you for sending it in, bro. I'm like so excited about music. I have to know more. I have to hear more. We got Noble Life and Young Chino up next, and another free bump from the Google form. We got about 20 minutes left before we start bumping people up from the chat for free. Also, Wagyu Miko, is your artist name Miko? Let me know in the chat. Let us know what you think in the chat. The backgrounds, what's the socials? Gus Marks. Like Karl Marx, but Gus. Also out of the UK. Cambridge specifically. So all my UK people, make sure you tap the fuck in. This is so fire too, bro. Did you say LaRue vibes? Wow, that's a deep reference right there, bro. No, we got like 45 minutes left, bro. 45 minutes left. Oh, I'm sorry. Cambridge, Massachusetts, not Cambridge, England. You threw me off with the London t-shirt also. Big Mass in the building. I apologize. We got Big Mass in the building. Not the UK. We got Big Mass. This shit is hard, bro. Caro Tile, what's going on? Corserine, right? Of Corserine. Oh, you changed your name. Big House Twist says I'm crying. Look, it's not my fault America stole all of England's city names, all right? How are we supposed to know? He definitely gives UK. It's a very European vibe. I'm not mad at Cambridge, Massachusetts. I fuck with Big Mass, bro. You guys got good music in Big Mass. It's definitely London vibes. It's got London vibes. It's like the musicality and just like the feeling of it. It feels like Europe. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. To call that tea too, says Bula. Bula, yeah, I like how you hopped back in just to talk about the Boston Tea Party. I could just see them fucking with this shit in Europe heavily, bro. His vocals over a wavy 808 heavy beat would go crazy. Low-key, the Gus and Tommy Richmond collab would go crazy. Guitar in the back, I love the production. All Gus, man. You know my timing, and I'm out. Back to making t-shirts. Bro, I'm dead, bro. Gus, no more. That shit was unbelievable. New Ruben and Bula collab playlist dropping this week. Oh, is there? Oh, is there? That's pretty tight, bro. Well, like I said, I was about to say this is a nice Tommy Richmond follow-up. Great, though. Song makes me want to wear a tracksuit. Look, I'm a big tracksuit wearer, so every song makes me want to wear a tracksuit, if I'm being completely honest with you. More specifically, a sweatsuit, and I will wear a sweatsuit to literally everything. I think I've worn a sweatsuit on like every panel I've spoken on in the last couple of years, because I'm just trying to push this agenda of being the comfiest person around. ZP says he can't hear. Can anybody else hear me right now, or is that just a ZP thing? Respect to anyone wearing a sweatsuit. That's a fact. Kid Halo, what's up? We got Big Smile by Noble Life up next, man. We just listened to our first Noble Life song earlier on with Caribou. This is our second one of the day. That's what I thought. 320's AP, give it a refresh, bro. You want to give it... Tony Papa says can't. Yeah, you can't hear the music because it's all on Twitch. So come hang out on Twitch. I just leave this open to bring the people in. To Twitch. Alright, Noble Life, man. I fuck with this shit. Going in and out video-wise. Is that true? Hey, man, this shit is tough. Album drops August 13th. If you are in the chat and you have releases coming up, make sure you put it in our release calendar. I'm dropping a link in the chat feed right now. I checked out first on Fridays. It's a little light this Friday, even though I knew people were dropping music. Low Life Sounds is hot. Noble Life _ on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow. I do really fuck with this. It feels good. I would maybe say a similar thing about the vocal could come up just a tiny bit, like a touch, a nudge louder, but it feels really good. Again, Noble Life _ on Instagram. It's the flow, the beat choice, like the energy on the delivery for me is all there. It's a little Remble-esque in the delivery style. It's like a little quiet of a delivery, but I like it. I just wish the mix of it was slightly louder. Like if you could bring a tiny bit in the mix, I feel like it'd be perfect. Young Chino up next. We got about 40 minutes left on the stream. Hopefully we'll get to free bumps from the chat after we get through our next round of 4 priority subscribers. But we have Young Chino up first, and then another free bump from the forum. So stick around. We're going to try and get to as many people as possible. This is Westbrook by Young Chino. Beats by KayvanMD Sounds. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Triple-double, I'm all over the place. Lapping pussies can't keep up the pace.
Fucking Pop Smoke out here, bro. I can't wait to see what this beat sounds like when it drops. It's almost like Baile Funk.
Gotta wait for the beat. I'm in your town, I'm serving. What? I'm in your town, I'm serving heat. I'm in your town, I'm serving heat. It's a triple-double, I'm all over the place. Lapping pussies can't keep up the pace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Wu for sure.
Gas hitting, could've swore it is lace. Town, no, I'm ducking the J. Got a few pounds taking up some.
Nah, you did not win a spin, but you are in the priority queue after we get through the next spin.
I've been up with the demons from my past life. I've been at it too long, have a gunfight. They don't want to see me when I know that's right.
This is Fire, says Leno. This is hard, says Kev. It is hard, bro. AYXNG Chino on Instagram.
I don't gotta go impress none of you. You a fan of me, talk shit, slither. That snake shit popped in the liver. Step in the room, make you shiver. You pussy boy back in the litter. Hardcore go cry me a river.
Wait, I gotta bring this back just for this song. I had to bring back the soundboard for you guys. Sounds like a deep voice Phantom. I have to be honest, I've never listened to Phantom's music. I just know that his Lambo got taken from him last week. That's all I know about Phantom. Slater, what's going on, bro? Bula was just telling me about you earlier on. I mean, we know each other already, but Bula was just mentioning you earlier in conversation we were having. KayvanMD Sounds is the producer. Shout out to the producer. Shout out to all the producers. Wait.
Bad little bitch believe in me. Gotta run it, the whole team gotta eat. Slow down, gotta wait for the beat. I'm in your town, I'm serving. What?
The anime WoW is like maybe my favorite soundboard sound. This is tough, bro, honestly. I fuck with this. I don't really have too much feedback. Vocal mix could maybe be cleaner, but I kind of like how messy it is. It's the best sound effect. That one not so much. I couldn't help myself though. I'm just a child, bro. I'm just a child. Young Chino by Westbrook by Young Chino. That shit was tough. I actually just really liked that a lot. A Young Chino, AYXNG Chino on Instagram. That is not the first time that I've listened to you and been impressed either. Mix feels appropriate for the song. I feel the same. That's why it's not really that big of a deal to me. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, and I've said this before, if the mix is depressing music is fine. I love depressing music. Yo, you literally just missed me Noble Life say I fuck with the song as well. Don't worry, though. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow. And just for you, it's around the 1 minute and probably 1 hour and 10 minute mark for you. For your own reference tomorrow, if you want to go check the VOD out on my YouTube channel, which you can find right here in the chat. Is it gonna be Kev? Did Kev just get so lucky? Kev speaks truth. Hey, yo, Kev, I have to say, because I've been listening to this song a lot, we have not started free submissions yet. We're about 4 songs away from that. Pyro, 122C minor mix 3 by Kev. Kev, I'm a Fruit is such a fucking banger, bro. I literally can't get the song out of my head. So I just want you to know that. It's definitely making a community playlist. That is so catchy, bro. I love the song. The Almighty Wheel. This is Kev Speaks Truth. Oh, okay. Shout out to Kev, man. Another great member of our team over here on the Kayvan's House side of things. He's just been helping do all kinds of really cool shit. But an amazing artist, engineer, producer as well. If you're in Florida, make sure you tap in. Made this song on Shroomies, says Kev. There they are. Kev Speaks Truth on Instagram. I love this too, bro. I have to say, this more like experimental sound that you've been kind of stepping into recently, for me, is like such a really, really great sound for you. Like, I love that it's not just traditional hip hop. Like, it almost reminds me of Childish Gambino, especially like as he started to step into making more like soul, like the fucking Awaken My Love album, right? Like that and everything that was like immediately before it. Like, to me, it feels like you're already in that space right now, and I love it musically, I have to say. Big House switches this a mood. Kev Speaks Truth on Instagram. Seriously, this dude finding his stride right now. Just like really hitting his stride. You produced this one too? Probably one of my favorite beats that I've heard from you also, if I'm being real. So I'm trying to lean into that more for real. I would suggest that you do, because I really think that that's where you'll shine the most. And also, I just feel like right now, like hip-hop, as much as I love it, like it's probably the least exciting it's been to me in a while. Whereas I do feel like this kind of blending of genres and this experimental sound really does feel a little bit more exciting. Produced and mixed by me, says Kev. And also reaches more people. You know what I mean? Just like in general, like you could be just a fan of really great music and different styles of music and love this. Whereas I feel like with a more traditional hip-hop sound, you really got to be more of a hip-hop fan first and foremost. So for this, man, this shit hits for me. I like this a lot. Probably one of my favorite songs I've heard from you again. I just have to applaud you, Snaps, whatever. Like, you're doing a great job, and the way that you've been developing musically is really, really cool. The groovies, I love the experimentation, says Lede. All right, we got Sella Miles up next. Again, if you want to guarantee, and maybe this is last call, if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That will get you bumped into this priority queue marked in orange. That is a guarantee that we'll play a song before the end of the stream. If you don't want to spend bread, that's fine. We are going to... No, don't even worry about it, Kid Halo. We are going to get to free submissions in like 4 songs, unless we get a bunch of subs that come in now in the next like 6 minutes. But last call at 7:30, we will cut off the subscriber queue, close that entirely. Cello, can you please send it to me in a way that's not a Google Drive? As much as I love it, I fucking hate the Google Drive. If you could resubmit it for me, that'd be amazing. If you're here and you're paying attention. Miko with replaced up first. But if you can't, I'll download it. You know how I feel about downloading shit. That's all. No, you're okay. It's not you, it's Google Drive, bro. I hate Google Drive. Replaced by Miko. Let us know what you think in the chat. Also a Wagyu fan in general, so.
I've been looking for someone to fill in my space, but you got me.
Biggest note off the rip is just like the master could be louder, which might just be a Spotify thing. Upcoming Filipino artist from the Bay Area. Shout out to all my AAPI brethren out there, man. I do like hearing more AAPI artists like pop up in the world. It does make me really happy as a half Asian, so I'll fuck with that.
Really thought about going on through a whole phase, but that shit goes both ways. Really had to be the middleman. How do I say that you don't know how to behave?
This part right here, bro. Is this you on this part, or is this the George? I love this like faster cadence. I'll download it, bro. Don't worry about it. You've been here long enough where I know you're not fucking poisoning my computer, so I'll give you a pass. Watermelon Creative says this is a bop. It is a bop. Lots of things that I like about this. This is my homie on this part.
Got 2 phones, baby, yeah, I'm rising while you falling. Yeah, I've been
Look out like this. I will say layers, as you continue to develop, experiment with adding more vocal layers, more stacks. What's Guan and Crody? What's Guan Crody? What's up with you, King Shamash? Out of Brampton, Ontario, outside of Toronto. Don Toliver vibes, definitely Don Toliver vibes. I think for me, it's just the vocal stacks, right? You add more vocal layers, it's gonna sound fuller. And then also just in this mix, make sure everything is a bit louder. It could just be the compression algorithm with Spotify specifically, but it does feel a little quiet, especially when you compare with other things in the space. That's it. That's really my only feedback on this one. Maybe not my favorite hook, mostly because of the way it flows. I think like with this type of music, the hooks have to be so catchy, bro. And that's maybe the only thing that I would say, but that's also very like, it's neither here nor there. It's not the best advice. It's just something to work on. I like the melodies on it a lot. I like the delivery on it. I think the way that you and your friend kind of went back and forth was really good too. But for me, I would say the biggest things to work on are going to be that master, make sure it feels loud, feels full. And then also working on adding more layers in the vocal, especially in the chorus. I think the best way to think about, or the way that I try to think about this when we're talking about choruses and verses, right? Strip down for the verses, build up to the chorus, big moment in the chorus, strip down for the verses, kind of do that. It doesn't have to be exactly that way, but think about it in that way and you'll start to see and feel more movement in your music and in your songs overall. So just something to think about. Cello Miles up next. I'm going to play this one from the download. This is Robin Hood V2. Let us know what you think of the chat. Rough mix I just recorded, sung on my next EP about the world ending. Look, I am basically a prepper, is what I realized today in conversations with Isaac. I've been thinking about the apocalypse for years, so you've found your audience. Cello Miles on Instagram. How are you liking acting, bro? I wanted to ask you about that. Aizen says the beat fire. Hey man, keep sending stuff in. We'll keep giving you feedback. Fruska. As soon as I say a pop-up, I got you. Oh, what's the artist name? I got you. I'll take your word for it. Beat is hella unique. I will agree with that too. Jeff? Okay. Hey Jeff. Congrats on your new release. I really liked it a lot. The day after tomorrow, I'll be lost in the waves. Ignorance is loud, that's everything we praise. What echoes through the world, the crash of the craze. It's Babylon in the phase. My submission, my social media is pretty dead. That's fine. Don't worry about it. This beat is crazy, bro. Wait. Why does the anime WoW make shit so hard, bro? I fucking love it. Alright, you gotta take the soundboard away from me. It's gonna get out of hand again. Cello Miles on Instagram. I mean, low-key, bro, it's probably one of my favorites I've heard from you too, if I'm being real. Of course. You know I'm a Jeff fan for life. Faux L, bro. I've started DJing. I'm gonna start working Jeff songs into my sets. Robin Hood V2 Wave. That one is from Cello Miles. Go follow Cello, man. Out of the Bay, now based in LA. Really talented. Dropped some really cool projects last year. Definitely seeing development here and development as well. I don't know that you need to do all that much. That one kind of felt pretty good in the mix. I have to be honest, like it hit. Corserine, Foreign Techno up next. We're gonna have a bit of a lane switch. Bit of a changing of gears. Acting's going well. Are you enjoying it? Let us know what you think in the chat. I was gonna say that's one of the better mixes that I've heard from you too. Like there was something about it, like everything felt like it sat right. And I know it probably was unmixed and just the demo version, but sometimes the demo version hits. If you like, I know there's some people that said they liked French House earlier. Corserine to me is doing that. Slade Nada says groovy. Corserine 3000 on Instagram. If this is not the most Euro shit you've ever heard in your life, feel free to correct me, but I probably will argue with you because it feels like France. We got a French person in the chat. Tell me right now this doesn't feel like Paris. Feels like Paris to me. As a French girl, I love it. Look, I'm telling you. C'est la musique française. Or is it la musique de français? De France? Sorry, I'm learning French right now, so my grammar is poor. This is tough. There's maybe moments where you can fill up a little bit more of the space sonically, but like very little moments. It moves really well. I like the arrangement on this one. The sound design is good. The rhythmic elements sound amazing. Française. Thank you. Love when the keys come in here. Vocal sample could maybe go down a little bit in the mix, just a touch. It comes in a little hard. Love the percussions. Love all the musical elements. Still a work in progress. This is making me move though. We're heading to Australia next. Ooh, maybe New Zealand, Australia? Why can I not remember? Ina says, I love it for real. We are glad that you like it. It's definitely something that I feel like you would hear just out in France. Like if you were just like at like a bar or something. If you were in Le Marais, which is my favorite neighborhood in Paris. I feel like this is some shit you would hear out in the streets. Very cool. Andrew Bugatti up next. You are going to have to tell me whether it's Australia or New Zealand because I literally cannot fucking remember for the life of me. It's late where Andrew Bugatti is. Currently in Australia. From New Zealand. That's why I get confused. Definitely Le Marais. I fucking love it there. It's so beautiful. Pale Blue says, nice. This is D&D. Official music video. This is my first time seeing you in a music video, I think, Andre. I mean, this is all this video needs to be, bro. I love the color grading on it. Let us know what you think in the chat. This does everything it needs to do. I still maybe feel like the sub is slightly loud on this one and the vocal could come up just a touch. But I think video is great, man. I really love this video a lot. It does everything it needs to for the song. Of course, Noble Life. Thank you for sending music in and being here. Thank you for the subs, too. You did not have to do that much. But I really appreciate the support. Love these shots, bro. Whoever shot this did a great job. Like, this shot right here, the upwards angle towards the hotel with the diagonal, like, framing is just it's a really, really nice touch. And where the fuck are you guys? Because that looks like the most remote hotel I've ever seen. It does not look like there is any fucking thing around that at all. I'm also a sucker for a wide angle. Roommate shot this. Shout out to Tung Bui who shot this. I mean, you guys really killed it on this coloring. Fake hotel art installation. Oh, turn up. I wouldn't have guessed that, but it's fucking cool. You guys did a great job on this music video, man. You got a thumbs up from me on YouTube. Definitely really enjoyed that one a lot. If you haven't checked out Andre, make sure you go check out Andre also. This is hilarious, bro. You did a change to your landing page, but I kind of love it. I kind of love it, man. What is this though? How do I get my way around? Coloring should be a theme for other videos that might be cool. I agree. I think the coloring was really great on that, man. Kev, you have a great session tonight. Camera angles and coloring was done nicely. Wow, says Watermelon. G King says coloring should be a theme for other videos that might be cool. I agree. Andre Bugatti, the @ sign is the A. Make sure you go follow. Australia-based from New Zealand. We got 2 more priority subs up next, and then we will get into some free bumps from the chat for the last 20 minutes. You love to see it. 320's AP up next. And then we have Jev, our OG electronic producer. I think he's like maybe the first electronic producer to ever get in here, who now is killing it, and I'm gonna gas the fuck out of him when we play a song. But first, 320's AP. This is Show Me. I believe Zay, and Zay, you're gonna have to correct me on this, but Zay, you are the dude in the Discord, right, who uses voice because you are visually impaired, right? That is correct? Oh. We might have listened to this song the other day, actually. Because I said I really like the sample flip on this one. Bula, bring the hammer, quickly! The JYP needs to get kicked. Yeah, we listened to this the other day as AP. We listened to this on Thursday, I think, last week. We did hear this one already. I don't think Zay was in here, and he did gift the sub, so we'll play it. But I think they said that there was a lot of positive reactions to this. The sample flip was really good. I like the delivery. I did think that the check the rock. I was like, who needs to leave? I like this because it reminds me of a lot of music that I do enjoy. I think the thing that I wanted to hear was the sub get turned down a little bit in this beat, because the sub is really loud. And then the vocal needs to widen a little bit because it's a little bit compressed, a little bit squashed. That's it. Nah, you're not the only one. It's just when that sub comes in, it kind of like overpowers the vocal a little bit too much, and then it kind of muddies that up. So it's just something to think about in your mixes. Like, you want to carve out enough space for your vocal, and you have kind of like a deep voice, right? There is that kind of deep tone that's naturally in it, and I think that we lose some of that, unfortunately, with the sub kind of overpowering when it comes in. So it's just something to think about. You want to make sure you're carving out enough room in that low end for your voice to really cut through properly. And then slight tuning on some of the more melodic parts, I think, was something else we said the other day, because it does feel close, but there's just moments where it could be a little bit cleaner. Alright, socials for this one, guys. If you are rocking with us, 320's AP on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. We have heard a lot of music from Zay that we have enjoyed, though. I will say that. Like, there is something there. Alright, we are about to get into our free bumps from the chat section, so stick around. You guys have made it deep into the stream. You are almost about to get rewarded for just hanging out with us for so long. I'll explain how the next section will go once we get to the end of the song, though. It is going to be a little bit more of a rapid-fire mode. So we are going to listen to about 60 seconds of the song. We'll still get feedback. We'll still pull up socials, and we'll try and get through as many songs as possible in this next section, okay? Show Me by 320's AB. Yes. Yes, we are about to do free bumps right now. You can get another one on if you are in the chat. I'm going to explain how this all works right now before we start this last priority subscriber submission from Jev, okay? So if you are in the chat and you are hanging out with us, now is the time where we are going to do our free bump section of the stream. So every last 20 minutes of the stream, we try to get as many people for free from the chat as possible as a reward for you guys just hanging out, taking part in the chat, giving feedback, and being here and hanging out with us. So if you are in the chat, this is how this part will work. Please put your artist name in the chat right now. It'll take me a second to catch up, but I'm going to make another queue that is just based off of the people who are here hanging out. All right, so if you are in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. We'll build a secondary queue. We'll start that once we get through this Jev song. I am going to play it right now, but give me a second because I'll be making this queue. This is Jev, who is a producer who I absolutely fucking love. Amazing UK garage, like drum and bass vibes, like definitely kind of in that pocket of electronic music that I just really love. So Listen to this. Tell us what you think. But honestly, I think you guys are going to probably be pretty impressed because this dude is just a fucking monster. And shout out to his team over at Alta Music, who I love as well. Good people. Or I guess it's Alta, technically somebody under Alta. You can get it. You get it. And you only have to put your artist name in the chat one time, guys. You don't have to do it multiple times. I'm going to go in order, so. This is like literally the perfect vibe for right now, though. This is, just so you know, Jeff, this is literally all I listen to at the moment. I can't find a moment where I'm not in this kind of space. I love this. Oh, I'm so into this. This is perfect. I have literally not one bit of feedback. Not a modicum of feedback. Ian Kelly, Low Life. Get you up there. Quintinium. This is such a fucking sick vibe, dude. I just want to listen to this all day, actually. Don't worry, guys. We'll go through this queue pretty quickly because it's about a minute of each song. So I know it looks long, but it's not that long. This is fire. I can see this synced. Priscus has been submitting here for years now. Never gets old. Look, you never get old. We love your submissions. I love hearing it, man. You rolling in the club off this? I'm not rolling in the club off shit. But I very much enjoy UK garage and drum and bass. So anything in this space is going to stand out and is going to be something I enjoy. Tony Paba, we got you in there as well. All right, if there's anybody else in the chat, we are about to start the free, but you kind of missed it, Kid Halo. You're now at the bottom of that queue. I actually don't even see a submission in the Google form, which is kind of a bummer. But we should work. I love 140 stuff. I love 140 stuff. You should tap in with Oscar, actually, Jeff, because Oscar's crazy. Yeah, I don't even see a fucking. I literally don't even see a Kid Halo. Oh, well, I'm so busy. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. We're back on Thursday. So if you don't get played today, don't worry. We are back on Thursday. Like I said, this is the free section, the rapid fire mode, where we get through as many songs as possible. We will do, and fuck, there is going to be an ad break in about a minute. You don't even need to send another sub. If you just send another song in right now, I'll put it in the form. We might get to it. It's freebies right now, so I like to... Check the rhyme. What was your submission? Because I didn't see that either. I don't think. It's another Google file. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Big Al East. Oh my god, not the Google Drive. Oh, we got Riz up first, man. Fuck. This is Love Who, man. I gotta be honest. Riz is an artist that I've just started listening to from Nigeria. We're probably like 3 streams in to listen to Vriz, but bruh, am I a fan? It's been hard. What was the artist's name? Check the rhyme. Sky. Was it Ian? I got Big Out East. Okay, Ian Kelly's in there, bro. He's like the 5th one. I got it. A bit of a different vibe from Vriz. We've definitely been sitting more in Afrobeat recently than this kind of direction. So this is my first time hearing Vriz on not maybe as Afro-leaning production. I don't dislike it, but I will say the Afrobeat shit is just more of a vibe. This, I think, will maybe get a little lost in the space. But it's also something different than what I'm used to hearing from Nigerian artists, so like I'm kind of into that too. It's just not the same energy, you know what I mean? So I maybe was expecting like a different kind of vibe overall. I'm not mad at it though. Vriz, VR1ZZ. Yeah, I'm never mad at an artist kind of switching it up and trying a different direction. I will say though, as like a non-biased listener, damn, does the Afrobeat shit hit hard. So I maybe wouldn't go so far away from it. Like I would still try and find ways to bring those elements into the production. even if it's not fully Afrobeat or Afropop first and foremost. But even if there's a log drum in that bitch, I think it'll help. Wrong way, Ben's baby. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ben's baby, 2 Z's, 2 I's. Alright, biggest thing for me. Shout out to Overcast, bro. I worked with him last year. We were working on his Reset EP. He's just a great dude, man. Like, I literally love Overcast. He's such a nice guy. And one of my favorite things I got to work on last year, honestly. So, thank you for listening. So for me, the biggest one on this is really just the mix. The instrumental's really present, especially that synth. The vocal feels maybe a little too reverby, a little too delayed, so it gets a little washed out by some of the instrumentation because there isn't really that much reverb on the production, but on the vocal it feels like there's just a lot of that spacey airiness that's there, that's pulling away from the vocal a little bit. I do like the vibe overall, but to me, I just wish that the vocal was maybe a little bit more present in that mix and cut through just a little bit more. Fucking... God damn it. This fucking Google Drive shit. Alright, I'm gonna have to hold the hard and fast no more Google Drive links, I think, in the future, because it just is. I don't understand why it doesn't play. This is Without You Rough by Cello Miles up next. It's alright, we're gonna play it, but... Boiler Room, song, minimal mix, and plugins on vocals. Cello Miles again. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about it, and this is why I always tell people don't use that when you're pitching to people, because, like, you get, like, 15 seconds, right? If your link doesn't work, motherfuckers aren't going to listen to the shit. That's just the way it goes. People get a ton of pitches, too, right? So, I definitely would suggest transitioning to Box. Again, look, this is Box.com. It's free. You get, like, 10 gigs of storage space on a free account, which is amazing, one, right? But like for me, right, I got releases coming up, so boom, I can make these asset folders where I've got this, which I can play in browser, right? But then also I can put my artwork in there. I can put an approved photo or press photo in there at the same time. So anything, I can put video assets in here. Literally anything that anybody could need that I would need to send them is in one folder. Makes it as easy as possible for them to support something and be able to dive in. Like I've got a whole thing for the Genius Distro shit. Shout out to Antone. We got video files in here. People can download those video files immediately and support on social. So I would suggest maybe switching over to Box for that reason. You can just do more, and you can track who's opening your links. Cello Miles. I actually really like this one too from you, bro. The mix on this one, maybe not as solid on the vocal as the other one that we listened to, but oh, Antone sent you here. Yeah, I just signed Antone from this stream to Genius Distro because I found him here and I just fell in love with his music and I was so impressed by what he was doing at his age. So that's why I'm always trying to tell people, like, you've been homies since you were like 13, so 2 years. Or since you were 13. So how old was he? Like 10? Fuck. You guys are crazy, bro. Asen, replay, la la la. I fuck with Antone heavy, bro. He's so fire. But yeah, we just worked his project. Mellow Bar, or not Mellow Bar, Spilled Ink on Spotify. Huge deal. What up, D-Love? I like this video already. It's really cool, really creative. Why does this feel like AI, but isn't AI, I think? I have to ask, is that really the artist dancing right now, or is oh, Timba, we closed the priority sub queue. CGI, I was like, this is not the artist's head on the right body right now. I kind of fuck with it though. Oh, Timba, I just appreciate that. Thank you so much. The queue for the free bumps is not closed, but we do only have 10 minutes left. And we're kind of moving, we're in rapid fire mode right now, so we're trying to get through as many songs as possible. That was Asen. Asen.n on Instagram, make sure, Usen.n on Instagram, make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. I actually did like that. Like, it felt very like 2000s R&B, like late 90s R&B. But oh, we got an on the radar today with the Overcast production. Ian Kelly, on the radar freestyle. Let us know what you think in the chat. Queue is not closed. We're on the free queue though, so it's just the priority subscriber queue that's closed. I can't guarantee we'll get to everybody. We'll try and get to as many people as possible.
Breaking brackets, closing caskets, deliver a message right now to the masses. Divine divinity.
Fucking Overcast, bro. Absolute monster on production.
Everything effervescent, the youth.
No one flips a sample like Overcast.
How I'm planning to. That's giving, getting gone, giving growth the chance. Hallelujah, holla back like Holly Grove. I'm kicking back. That's a boot if you need a bridge. But who am I? Invested internally into the days I touch the sky as I slide by.
Honestly, fucking killed this shit, bro.
Just a block, we jump over that. We jump for joy, but justice barely gets
Dumb
served
horde,
with
I
that.
agree.
That's like getting new car keys and then your car get keyed. That's like you
Look, I gotta stop here because we're about to hit the minute mark. But you know where to go if you want to check this one out. Go to On the Radar. Shout out to On the Radar team as well. This one is live on YouTube, on socials. Just go tap in with On the Radar Radio.
With the canines kicking raps any continent, letting leverage break new levees. This flow heaven sent. Talking.
Not all right. Not to rain on anyone's parade, but I can't tell you that is just a straight off the dome freestyle. Because it's a song titled "A Through Zion," so it's not a freestyle off top. Just so you know, most freestyles that you see that are labeled as freestyles are not freestyles. Most people are writing them shits. They get the beat beforehand. I just need everybody to know it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Most of the time, it's not a freestyle. So don't feel like if you can't freestyle, there's something wrong with you. Most people do not just freestyle like that, all right? It's fucking difficult. It's so fucking difficult. Freestyle just means no hook. Yeah, it could be a pre-written verse. It could be a free verse is probably like a more accurate name, but Hina sees, don't be nervous, all right? I had so much beef in IG comments over this. Santa's real, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm never gonna ruin that one for you guys. Try staying afloat ou laisse trois couleurs in my mind avec mon cœur. I've been trying to trust myself and my voice more to lean deep into music, my art. I love that. Okay, things I would say on this, right? One, if you are not incorporating French into your music as well, you absolutely should. France has an incredible R&B scene that I am learning more and more about. Mauvais is somebody who I love. So there are a lot of artists that are in the French R&B scene. I think it's a scene that you should tap into too. If you can hit both and do like bilingual music, do that. But don't leave out the French in the music as well. Hina C's on Instagram. Secondly, I would say vocal come up a little bit in the mix, just a touch, not too much. Ever so slightly tune your vocals, only because every vocalist is doing that. There's literally not an R&B singer out there who is not using tune on their vocals in some way, shape, or form, so don't be afraid to not do that. You're pretty early on, so don't feel too bad about it. I think a lot of people get the impression at the beginning that it's cheating or you shouldn't do it. Everyone is doing it. Use tuning. There's literally nothing wrong with it. It's just going to smooth out areas where it gets slightly shaky. Oscar says, I'm pretty tapped in Paris. Would love to have some vocals to work with next time I'm out there too. So Hina sees Oscar, tap in. Manual tuning can sound supernatural too. There is literally, that's a fact. The overall vibe and like the sonic like landscape that you're creating is really nice, right? Really wide, really airy. Kind of reminds me a little of the Janae Aiko sound. I would use Janae Aiko as kind of a reference when you're thinking about mixing, right? Especially when we're talking about vocal mixing. Keep that in mind. I like the direction production-wise, but my biggest notes would just be to keep working at it. Literally, just keep making music, keep writing music, but definitely bring the French into it. I do think that is like an advantage that you have And also, it's like the local market that's around you, right? Like you're in Paris. So doing songs in French also, I think, is just going to help you connect with your community in and around your city too, which will help you grow naturally in like through finding collaborators and stuff like that, but also like finding writers and finding people that can help you get those sounds out, right? It was a good track. I agree. Close to the Edge, Low Life up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. For the people who are subscribing or gifting subs, I did close the sub queue. So if you want to hold on to it and keep it for Thursday stream, you can. If you don't care and you're not trying to get bumped up, like whenever you come back and you just let me know that you have one that you can use, that's fine. But I am trying to work my way through the free bumps list right now. We've got like 4 minutes left. I'm not going to get to everybody, but I would like to get through as many as possible. But I appreciate you guys for supporting. That's all. Yeah, to be fair, I will do it because you said it, but just future reference, I did say we close the skip queue at 7:30 just so we can make up the free ones. I mean, if you're around on Thursday, bro, I'll just put you at the top of the stream on Thursday. Like, if that works for you, then I'll just do that. Who else would close? Timber too? Alright, you were the only one. Nah, you're good, you're good. Here, I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna mark this as blue for the next stream, and I'm gonna drag it down so that I can make sure I prioritize it on Thursday, okay? I appreciate the name, bitch. But yeah, if you have a submission, you can send it. I'll just mark it for Thursday or something. Lede saying the correction, give me Across the Spider-Verse vibes. I like this one. I think I actually think this one. I liked the other one, but this shit fucking really stands out to me a lot, honestly. Of the two you sent in today, this is probably the one that got me more of the two. And I don't know what it is about it. Like, part of me feels like it's maybe just the like kind of dark energy, but it feels very cinematic. Oh fuck yeah, Timba, definitely share it Thursday. You know I'm a big Antone fan already, so drop it in here on Thursday. This is Glacia ID Quintinium. Let us know what you think in the chat. Damn, I want to try and get through some more of these, but we got 6 minutes on my 6 minutes on my stream clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll try and get through it. Low Life said, yeah, it's kind of different. I get a lot of comments about stuff has some sync potential. That one definitely has sync potential. All right, Glacia. What are we gonna get from Quintinium here? I like the way this is building already. I'm looking forward to seeing what that drop is about. It's all about the drop on music like this. Oh, cool. I don't know that I expected such a big... This is actually really cool. It reminds me of like TM Nations, the racing game. I don't know if you've ever played it. Or almost like a Rocket League. Like this, it really reminds me of like some fast-paced like racing game. That's what it feels like. Well, you have to stop it because we're in rapid fire mode. I'll give you this though very quickly. I actually really like this one a lot. Just curious to think if the style is... Yeah, I definitely think it's got a place. Quintinium on Instagram. I would say though, like the thing that I would do for you is really lean into fucking Apple Music. Sorry guys. Would really lean into like sync as much as you can, and like maybe composing for video games and trying to figure that out, because I feel like you'd see the most success there personally. Ghost Stories by Pale Blue. I love this artist, man. Honestly, I think it's like maybe every song that you've sent that I've saved or playlisted at this point. This is the second single from his upcoming project. This one comes out August 8th. Yeah, I mean, like, even as an entry point for you, like, definitely, like, if nothing else, push your music towards gamers, because gamers will really like that a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's that type of shit that you put on while you're playing video games. And, like, you're really, like, locked in, zoned in. At Hey Pale Blue on Instagram. I really like this a lot. I do some stuff for indie game studios already. Oh, I love that. This comes out Thursday. Hey, go follow Pale Blue, man. Honestly, I don't think we'll have time to get to it today, but I am back on Thursday from 6 to 8. 100-fold up next. Wondering how the transitions hit throughout the song. We're not gonna get to all of them, so if there's one you want us to listen to, let us know in the chat. All right, this is Peace and Time Backlash 06 by 100-fold. Yeah, man, honestly, I'm a fan of the music you make, like, truthfully. I love the beat on this already. Beat on this is sick. And stick around, I am going to take you guys on a raid after we get done too. I'll take you to another music streamer where you can send music in and get feedback. If it's not me, X100-fold on Instagram. This is great. I like this one a lot, guys. Just a few lines, only wrote a few times. She been off a few lines, spin blue strips, I lose time. Consequences of the event, I end up. You'll get one transition. I ain't stressing about nothing that ain't ours. Still Lord, still protect me. Yeah, that switch up hit. With this flesh, I'ma feed off. That switch up hit. I can't even pretend like it didn't. X100-fold on Instagram. Really, really great. Rising collective of rappers. We're going to try and get to the Tony Paba, but I don't know if we'll get to it. I got to be honest. Euphoria, Lede Javel. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but let me know if I'm saying it right. Sounds as if Kanye took his music seriously still. That's a compliment right there. Kind of, I think. Just be you. Thank you for clarifying. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge fan of music in this space, so. Saved. Lede Javel on Instagram. Are you Barbadian? The Barbadian flag, right? Bahamian, not Barbadian. My bad. I like this a lot. Really fun, easy song to listen to. I enjoy music in this space. Lede Javel on Instagram. I don't really have too much feedback. The master could have been slightly louder. That's not even really a you feedback as much as it is like a fucking just Spotify ruining people's music when they upload it type thing. But it's something to think about when you're getting the masters done is just, you know, whoever's doing your mastering, just make sure they know to master for the Spotify compression algorithm. There's a certain number of LUFs that it gets compressed that you can actually mix and master and account for. So just check that out and look it up. Easy Google. Wraiths by Feo the Genius. All right, I'm not going to get to Royalty and Tony Paba today. Sorry, guys. But I'm back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, we can't always get to everybody. That's why we have the paid skip line for people who do want to guarantee they get played. But we got through a lot of really great music today. We'll be back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you send your music in again. And if you haven't, again, go check out the Kayvan's House page on Instagram. There is another free opportunity for you to submit music in there. I'm not listening to that playlist, but the guys who run Private Stock, which is a studio out in Chicago that's worked with like Juice WRLD and Saba and fucking Joey Pup and Chance the Rapper, they'll be listening and picking the songs for this next update. So make sure you go submit, and you know, people will be looking and listening to it. So, and who knows, maybe you might meet somebody that ends up being a collaborator through that. I know one of the guys manages Femdot, so that's an opportunity for you right there. I'm just saying. I'm gonna end on this Joy Boy one after we get through this Fail the Genius song. I like this one too. Again, maybe the energy lacks slightly on that one from Fail the Genius, just in comparison to some of the others. That's maybe the only thing that I could say, and it's totally just a personal taste. I don't think there's anything wrong with the song. I liked it, but I will say, in comparison to some of the other songs that we have listened to, definitely send it in again on Thursday, Tony. That is what we'll be back on. But if you submit again on Thursday, or if you go submit to any of the other playlist opportunities we have, I'll be listening to those as well, okay? Fem.Saba, all very valid, bro. Private Stock is a great studio in Chicago, too. If you're out in Chicago, make sure you lock in. Oh, fuck yeah, Spanish. Let's go. I'm going to save this because I am bringing back the Fresh Picks playlist on Audio Mac soon, which if you guys have never checked out, is my OG music discovery playlist that I was doing on Audio Mac for a really long time, which, if you are interested at all, has over 170,000 streams on it. So we're going to bring this one back. I'm going to press Audio Mac to kind of prioritize it a little bit too and push it back to the curator spotlight area. But we're going to bring this one back soon. I've already got graphics kind of made up for it. I'm going to add this one to the draft because I like this. Basically immediately liked this one. It's Joy Boy, based out of Miami, Colombian. Really good voice. It's been mixy lately, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of... Audio Mac is a great fucking streaming platform, to be honest with you. Like, the thing that I'll always say about Audio Mac, one, huge audience in Africa specifically. So, like, if you have music that you are trying to get to an audience overseas, huge audience there. It's free, so people can use it without having to pay for a premium subscription. And there's a lot of really cool editorial and curator opportunities there for playlists. So if you're not utilizing it, you're kind of fucking up. Like there's a lot of good opportunities for independent and emerging artists there, especially to get playlisted and get your first editorial looks. So look, I gotta hand it to them. They're doing a lot of cool shit. They've done a lot of cool shit there. Yeah, they got a good camp. It's a good team. They got a studio in New York which you can pull up to and play music. They do a lot of playbacks and shit. Like, I'm just saying, get in there. We are gonna go raid Big Duck, who is wearing some crazy glasses today. Boom, Big Duck Energy Music. We're gonna go on this raid. Back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. Make sure you get at me on socials if you haven't. And make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's House as well so you can submit your music. You absolutely need to take advantage of discovery platforms. There's not that many of them that exist. And there's not that many audiences that care about them. So make sure you tap into those things. Make sure you take advantage of all these opportunities. Again, a lot of the stuff we're putting in front of you guys is free. In the Discord especially, there are a lot of free opportunities that Bula is putting in front of you guys that exist elsewhere too. So make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. Hina, of course, feel free to keep sending music in. We're always here to listen to it and give feedback. There's also channels in the Discord for that too, where you can get feedback from people who are not me. Exactly. Free friends at discovery platforms. Think about that shit. If you are an artist who is growing and developing and trying to build an audience, then focus on places where music discovery is a big thing. That is what I want to do here as well, is really focus on that. We'll be back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys have a great rest of your week. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. Make some music. Send it in. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you for a great stream. Bye. And come on this raid with us. I see 22. I see 22. Killing me slowly. Speaking of Chicago, Paris Price, Chris Patrick, and Dende. This is Killing Me Slowly. He's also not from Chicago.